This is hour 4 of beginner club bell training. Today, we are focusing on alternating circles and alternating pendulums. In hour 1, we broke down inside and outside circles, and in hour 2, we focused on inside and outside pendulums. Today, we're combining those moves to create an entirely different workout. I'll leave a link in the description below for hours 1, 2, and 3, as well as a link for where you can get your club bells. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the bell for notifications, like this video, and be sure to come back to this club bell playlist for more. So, today we are doing alternating circles and alternating pendulums. I'll start with the circles, and it's very much what you've learned before in doing circles, except you have to do both parts as one. So it is definitely harder. One of the few things that I may have forgotten to mention previously, for those of you who have long hair or just a lot of hair, if you put it too high up, it can have problems when you do shield casts, gamma casts, all those kinds of things, and you just get caught in your hair. We shouldn't have that problem today because we're doing circles and pendulums, but I just thought I'd mention it. So I'm starting on my left hand, coming into order, and just like we've done with circles before, you're going to tuck your pelvis, spread the earth with your feet. Your feet are a little more than hip width apart. I'm going to go inside and across my body for that inside circle. Catch it, right? Find order again. And now, to complete that one repetition, I'm going to go outside and away. So that's 1. It's 2 moves equaling 1. Here we go. And then outside and away. 2. Outside and away. 3. If this feels hard for you, especially on that left side, you can always choke up a little bit, right? Come a little bit higher, like that. 5, right? Switching sides, just so that we stay even all the time. It's really important to try and always be even and working both sides of the body. So again, feet are hip width apart, spreading the earth with my feet, tucking that pelvis under, pulling my shoulders down. I'm going to go inside and across the body, and then outside and away. That's 1. Outside and away. 2. 3. 4. And 5. So I'm going to 5 reps because that's a great place to start. If you can start with 5 reps, you can work your way up. So aiming for, say, 5 sets of 5 repetitions of alternating circles. That's 1 set down. So now, set 2, you can also add in the switch with the hands. So finding that place of order. Inside circle, 1, 1, 2, 2. If at any point you need to readjust or squeeze those buns again, no problem. Find that order position and then readjust. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5. So here's the fun part. Instead of just switching my hands, I'm going to bring this club all the way around. So I'm going inside and across the body, and then I'm going to have my other hand grab it. So that was an inside circle. If you can just see right here, same basic move, right? So that was the first half of that first repetition. Outside, that's the other half. 2 and 2. 3, 3, squeezing those glutes. 4, 4, spreading the earth with my feet. 5, 5. So now we're doing the exact same thing on the other side. That was the bottom set of set 2. So here we go. I'm going to go inside and across the body, all the way around, and then I'm going to grab with my empty hand. All the way around, grab. That's part of 1. Here's the other part of 1. This is set 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, so here we go. Switching sides again, going inside and across the body. Grab with that other hand. That's 1. And 1. 2. And 2. 3. And 3. 4. And 4. 5. And 5. So, it is a lot more tiring because you're doing 2 different movements to equal 1 repetition. So we're going to go again, switching sides. This is going to be the beginning of set 4. Inside and across the body, grab. That's 1 and 1. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Here we're doing that switch again. Inside and across the body. Other hand reaches out and grabs it. That's 1. 1. 2. Woo. 2. 3. 3. Just practicing this to build up the strength to just keep going over and over again. It's a great strength training exercise, and it's also a great brain exercise. There's a lot of things happening right now, right? So now we're going inside and across the body to switch all the way around and switch. Here we go. That's 1. 1 last set. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, inside, 5, 5, whew. So, as you know, you get a little bit tired. Make sure to just choke up or move down to a lesser weight. Going back all the way around and switch sides. That's how I like to say it. So I'm going all the way around, switching sides. 1, 1, 2, 2, counting like this really helps me make sure that I'm breathing the entire time, and it helps me keep track of the numbers, because once you get to like 10 sets of 10 or 15 sets, then you're suddenly like, oh man, I really don't want to mess up and feel like I need to do an extra few reps because it's pretty tiring. Take a breath, set it down. So those are alternating circles. You're doing the inside and across the body and the outside and away from the body, all as one movement. So you're really building that entire circle. And then we're adding that switch because it's fun and feels super badass, and it helps make the movement and transition from one arm to the other a little bit faster. So I find that I can usually do probably 5 sets of 5 up to 10 sets of 10 in about 10 to 12 minutes, right? All of that time to do that many. So now we're working on alternating pendulums. Same basic idea. We've learned inside pendulums and outside pendulums, but by putting them together, we have to stay focused on which direction we were just going in and make sure we're not overcounting or undercounting. So this is 1 and this is 1. Instead of 1, 2, like it was before. So, finding that nice placement for your feet, tucking that pelvis under. I'm going to swing through my legs to bring it up. So that club is in order. It's on my left hand right now. So same basic rules apply for pendulums. I'm going to go inside and across the body. I want to aim for about 45 degrees down towards the ground. And I want the club to be a nice long extension of my arm. So I don't want to have it kind of here, and I don't want to have it way up here where I'm bending my elbow. Nice and long, straight arm. You don't have to hyperextend like I do sometimes, but you want to have a nice firm grip so that it's a nice extension of your entire arm. Here we go. Inside first, left side, This is set 1. So the weight is actually pulling my hips out to the side. And then outside and away from the body. That's 1. Trying to keep a nice flat back as I go. 2. Looking at where the club ends up. 3. 4. And 5. So, not quite as cool a way to switch which hand holds the club for pendulums. Really, you just switch. But I do think having it up on your shoulder like this also looks pretty cool. So, anytime you want to rest without actually setting the club down, when you just put it here on your shoulder, it feels pretty good. I have some clients who love to kind of dig in right here because it feels good. So now, bottom of set 1, here we go. Inside and across the body first. And then outside. Inside and across the body. That's 2. Allowing the weight to pull me as opposed to me expecting that weight to come. I don't want to do it ahead of time. I want the weight to pull my body over. 3. 4. I want to keep both of my legs slightly bent. 1 is certainly going to bend more, but I don't want to have a long leg. I don't want this front leg to be completely extended. Right, so whichever way the club is going, I still want to have a small bend in my knee. So I'm really pulling and resisting that weight. Here we go. That's 4. 5, always breathing, coming back, switching sides, set 2, inside and across the body. Outside and away. 1. 2, 2, 3, 3, pushing that club as if I'm pushing or throwing something. 4, 4, 5, 5. Coming back to order, and then you can rest it on your shoulder to switch that hand. Set 2, inside and across the body. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Trying to have a flat back. 4. So, what I mean by having a flat back is as I turn, I still want to be here or here. I don't want to be bent over like this, right? I don't want to be bent over this way either. I want to be resisting the weight of the club the whole time. So, my body's still upright, my chest is still high. Even there. Just as an example to show you what it looks like when you do it wrong, and you'll really feel the difference as you get used to it. We're on to set 3 here. That's leaning way far over. You don't need to lean over so much. You want to be resisting that weight more. So this, if you find yourself really low down and hunched over, try to lift yourself up. I think a great way of doing these is in front of a mirror, so you can really see your form as you do it. It sometimes becomes difficult because you're also looking towards that club. But to just be able to check in on yourself and look at your form, at yourself in the mirror, really helps. Here we go. So what it looks like when it's wrong, we're going to do that again. And you'll feel like the club is trying to run away from you, right? You don't want your shoulder really high up. And then what it looks like when it's right. Shoulders stay packed down. Lats are engaged the whole time. Back is engaged. You can see my neck. That's an important part of it too. And really I find the hardest thing for people to get is the legs, right? A lot of people tend to go straight for a straight leg. So it takes practice and just mindfulness to make sure you still have a slight bend in that knee all the time. Switching sides. So again, you can always bring it down on your shoulder. Switch over. Hair everywhere. Here we go. Bottom of set 3, we'll say. Inside and across the body. So, spreading the earth with your feet is so important. This idea of pushing your toes down into the ground and out really helps you bring that club back to order. So, when it's down here, spreading the earth with your feet brings it back up. It gives you more strength to engage everything, to bring it back up to here. Much easier. 3, 4, 4, and 5. 5. Switching sides. So this is set 4. Your feet may get tired. That's okay, that's totally normal. You can always take a moment and readjust. You'll definitely notice that your feet get tired in those arches, but you're really working because you're spreading the earth in raising and improving your arch. Here we go, set 4, inside and across the body. 1, 1, 2, 2. Trying to maintain that 45-degree angle down towards the ground. 3, 3, 4. I made a mistake somewhere in there. That's why it's important to count for yourself. We'll do one more on this side. Anyway, just in case. And now, switching sides. So, hands might get tired, your wrists might get tired. That's totally normal. I definitely recommend doing some wrist mobility before and after these workouts because there's a lot of wrist strength that we're working on here. And at the beginning, it takes a lot. You'll really feel it. You might get calluses on your hands. I know some people wear gloves. I like the calluses. It tells me that I'm doing work. It makes me feel strong. It's totally your preference. Here we go, set 4. Inside and across the body. Outside and away. 1. Got a little adjustment from that one, 2. Still keeping my elbows tight. 3. 4. Is that 3? That's probably 3. This one's 4. See, I gotta count. Otherwise, my counting just gets wonky, and I end up doing extras, which my clients love. So we'll say that's 5. One more set. Take a breath, take your time. Challenge yourself to hold onto this club the entire time until you're through with that set. And you move on to another movement, or for example, how we did for all of the circles before we set it down. It's a nice additional challenge so that you can also really notice, oh man, in this break time, I'm tired, I'm sweating, I feel it. One more set though, I can do that. Here we go. Finding that order position, squeeze those buns, knees go out as I spread the earth with my feet. Inside and across the body. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, it on, come to the other side, or just switch right away. Almost there. So if 5 sets of 5 is too easy for you, you've already got that. Awesome, congratulations. Try 6 sets of 5, and then 7, all the way up to 10. And when you get to 10 sets of 5, see if you can do 6 sets of 6. Move up, little by little, changing one tiny piece of the workout every time. So that you know you're challenging yourself, but you're also capable of getting through the workout. I lost count again, we're gonna do one more anyway. So obviously, doing alternating circles and pendulums is a little bit more of a mind workout because you gotta stay focused on which side was that, what number was that, where am I? And that's okay, because it's great to be building these neural pathways and actually be learning something and working on these skills. So that was 5 sets of 5 of alternating circles and alternating pendulums. That by itself is a great workout as you get started. Like I said, build up, add more reps each time until you feel like, whew, I gotta take a break, I gotta go back down. That's what we're looking for. You can challenge yourself little by little so that you know you're building up and you totally see progress every time. You're like, wait a minute, 2 weeks ago I was doing 5 sets of 5 and now I'm doing like 6 sets of 7? Okay, that's significant. And you'll notice how much time you can spend holding onto the club without needing a rest. That's also a big sign. So thank you for joining me. Please be sure to come back to this Club Bell playlist for more. And if you're interested in personal training or group classes with me, you can message me here on YouTube or on any of my social medias.